Boris Johnson will not hesitate to pull the plug on Brexit talks if the EU refuses to compromise, insiders have warned. Negotiators battling to break the deadlock as discussions resumed in Brussels failed to make any significant progress yesterday. A source close to the UK negotiating camp in Brussels said, "There won't be any agreement if the EU doesn't recognise political reality. We'll only keep talking if there is some movement and we think there's any point." David Frost, leading the British team, warned his European Union counterpart Michel Barnier yesterday that any new proposals must reflect the UK's status as an independent country. Tory peer Lord Frost and Mr Barnier will continue talks today, but insiders were downbeat about the latest round. A Downing Street source said, "Not very much progress has been made and we do need to see some progress." One EU diplomat claimed discussions on controversial fishing quotas were now closing in on a political landing zone, but UK insiders played down the suggestions. A government source said, "There's been no breakthrough on fish. Nothing new has been achieved on this today." Mr Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen spoke for more than an hour on Saturday in an attempt to break the stalemate. But they failed to reach agreement on the three key remaining issues: fishing quotas, the so-called level playing field and governance. Time is running out for a deal to be struck before the Brexit transition period ends on December 31. But an EU source suggested the drama was part of the process and an agreement could be reached by tomorrow, adding, "Storms are coming and black ice is forecast, but it feels too early for the talks to derail. My money is on a Tuesday deal." Environment Secretary George Eustace warned, however, that the talks were in a very difficult position after a series of setbacks. He accused the EU of introducing a whole load of additional demands late in the day and insisting on ludicrous conditions on future fishing rights. Mr Eustace said, "It is in a very difficult position, there is no point denying that. We will continue to work on these negotiations until there is no point doing so any further. But there is no point denying that what happened late last week was a setback." The Environment Secretary said that the talks were nearing the end of the road, with the UK having to decide in the next few days whether to walk away without a deal.